changed or was changed over. They just didn't bother that.
I'm Mayor Chris Martin. Calling to order the Logansport Board of Public Works and Safety. We'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call. Here. Here.
Here.
Start with the minutes of the January 27, 2021 meeting.
I'll make a motion that we approve the minutes.
I'll second.
Any further discussion? Call for question.
Ms. Terry?
Yes.
Dick Paulson?
Yes.
Mayor Martin?
Yes.
Approval of claims for $117,600.10. This includes claims of $12,293.91. Police pension payroll, $41,206.30, and fire pension payroll, $64,099.89. I'll make a motion to approve the claims as presented.
I'll second.
Any further discussion? Call for question.
Mayor Martin?
Yes.
Ms. Terry?
Yes.
Dick Paulson?
Yes.
All right, old business. Wayne? Condemnation review update for 111 West Ottawa Street.
Were you trying to say I'm old, Mayor?
I said nothing of the sort.
Oh, okay. Old business.
All right. How are we doing on this?
After the meeting last week, I went over there and nobody was there, but then I believe it was Friday. There was someone there taking the siding off. And the only part of the siding that was not removed is at the top there, which there's no big problem with that because it's attached, it's not loose. Whereas the other sides were, but all the siding has been removed, like he had stated in his plan of action. So that's taken care of.
Very good.
Good.
We appreciate it. Thank you. All right. So next steps.
Well, probably won't up when I paint it. It's kind of hard to paint and it's both freezing out at the moment.
Okay. Wayne, what else needs done right now, or is there anything? Is there anything that can't wait until spring when it starts warming up?
Not really. There's nothing that can't wait till spring. Nobody's living it in anyway, so no.
I would have had the siding out, but then our snow came Saturday. I didn't have a chance to load it up.
Yeah.
I'm not about to get my truck stuff out there.
Right. I don't blame you. Yeah. Okay.
So shall we have a return, say mid-April, for a report or update?
Yeah.
Is that, I mean, hopefully there'll be some good weather in those weeks.
I hope so. I mean, the guy that did that for me, like I said, he had it all done in like a day and a half. So
That's awesome. So he'll probably be back to help, right?
Oh yeah.
Good deal. All right. Yeah. I guess, yeah. So plan of action, if you want to work with Wayne for April, plan of action, and just submit that by the time it starts warming up, which I would just think probably March. Plan of action by March, the end of March. That work? Lisa?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. I'll make a motion to, table it. You want to table this until April, or just?
Well, you want to make you can make a motion to extend it or to table it until the date, and if you're going to do it in March, you got 3rd, 10th, 17th, 24th, and 31st.
You want to do March 31st? Is that what you said?
Then you can table it until March 31st.
All right. I'll make a motion to table the condemnation review update for March 31st, 2021.
I'll second. We'll both second.
Yeah, I'll third.
Any further discussion? Call for question.
Lisa Terry,
Yes.
Jake Paulson,
Yes.
Mayor Martin.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Mark.
Mr. Mayor, while Wayne is up here, I would like to move that we add to the agenda an emergency consideration for condemnation to our agenda.
I'll second that motion.
All right. Call for question.
Mayor Martin,
Yes.
Lisa Terry,
Yes.
Jake Paulson.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead, Wayne, with the emergency condemnation.
I was called out, sometime after 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon, by county dispatch, that they wanted me, there were some officers there, they wanted me to go over to 910 22nd Street. I was not aware of what was going on, but once I got there, I found out. I have photos here for you to look at. This was a residence that Mrs. Newman had passed away in, and the officers that was there had a search warrant and was inventorying the residence when they called me. When I got there, the animal warden was there and had removed a small dog and 2 cats. As soon as I opened up the door and went in, you can see what I encountered.
Mm-hmm.
I went ahead and took photos of the rest of the property, and
This is an ongoing investigation, so the house was condemned.
Was that?
Wayne condemned the house. This is still an ongoing investigation, and we're in a public meeting, so the house was condemned. Is long story short on that.
Right. So we want to make sure that the public is aware that the address is going to be condemned. So we're not doing any details as far as the investigation goes, but we are.
I'm get into the explanation.
Right, but we do. Yeah. So there's rules we have to follow as far as government goes. So this is the emergency condemnation. So there we go. All right. So I'll make a motion to condemn the property at 910 22nd Street.
I'll second.
Any further discussion? Call for question.
Lisa Terry,
Yes.
Jake Paulson,
Yes.
Mayor Martin.
Yes. Thank you, Wayne.
Thank you.
New business contracts and agreements, Civic Plus, Deputy Commissar.
So this agreement with Civic Plus will allow us to use their C-Click Fix platform for our city departments and for residents to reach out to us through this online system. It allows us to better track some of our inputs that we get when people call about potholes, about missed trash pickups, things of that nature. These things can now be loaded into that system and will allow us to better track what our street department is doing, what code enforcement is doing, things of that nature, and provide some more efficiency to public services that we provide to citizens. So
Well, ultimately, this is another outlet for citizens to be able to get more closer to the department heads, to let them know when something's going wrong. It'll then create a ticket for that department head, so that they're aware right away as what the problem may be, whether it be parks or streets, cemetery, code enforcement, whatever it may be. We'll set it up to where it goes straight to them. It creates a ticket, and then Jacob and I go in and we make sure that it's been completed, and it just keeps a better checks and balances within the city government, and allows us to fix issues a lot faster and not have to rely on social media as much as we do now. So this is so I'm proposing that we use the contract is for $5,000. Is that right, Jacob?
Yes, the year one investment is 5,000, and then that's the recurring to keep the app up to date.
So we
Going
will,
forward.
and it says that upon signing, we'll do 30%, and then the rest of it when it's complete. So I'll make a motion to approve the Civic Plus contract.
I'll second.
Could we have some discussion?
Yeah, any further discussion?
Well, just a couple questions. So to be clear, you gentlemen are going to provide the oversight to this?
Yes.
So when the street department gets a call about XYZ pothole on 22nd Street, and after 6 weeks, it hasn't been touched, that's how you will be alerted
Yes, right.
to remind the street department if it's been overlooked. Okay.
Yeah, and we can put, so like, let's say it is a pothole, we can put on there that as soon as Tony gets that, he has this amount of time to get that done, and then we're alerted that it wasn't complete.
Okay. And then after the first year, are you going to review the success of this
Yes.
to decide if it's going to be ongoing?
See if it's.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it
Thank you.
definitely should be reconsidered every year.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. All right, call for question.
Jake Council,
Yes.
Mayor Martin,
Yes.
Lisa Terry.
Yes.
All right. Woodworks Landscapes Coal Fountain Repair.
All right, I'm going to bring Jan up for this one. We know we've been dealing with the coal fountain over there and trying to get that fixed, and Jan has really spearheaded that effort and found someone that
Yeah, I was just,
Help out.
this isn't as full of, it's not an actual contract, it's what they're proposing, and so I guess we need to come up with
Yeah.
a real contract, but, this was for $4,320. I thought this was coming out of Woodworks budget, is that true? I don't
Yes.
have the money in my funds here.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're going to
So anyway, if you'll agree to this, we'll get him on the schedule. He's planning to spend a couple of days here this spring. Hopefully by May 1st, it'll be ready to go. So,
Could you work with him to get the actual kind of contract?
yeah, we met with him
Okay.
in September, October, and he was very knowledgeable. And honestly, it's hard to find somebody that knows how to do that.
Mhm.
So, and so he's ready to do it as soon as we give him the go-ahead, so.
Great.
Just a couple questions. So with these gifts that have been given to the city, be it this clock, the bridge, the fountain, there could be others, is this always going to come from Board of Works budgeting? I mean, everything that we get is a gift. We have to honor the gift, and we have to take care of the gift, and someone has to oversee the gift. But if we're not going to put it in the Parks budget, is it going to be in the Board of Works budget? Because nothing lasts forever, and I just don't want anything to get into disrepair. That's all. I just want to know that, going into perpetuity, there's something set up, and that, things happen.
Yeah, no, I agree, and maybe that's something that we can talk to council about doing, is adding that as a line item for maintenance of gifts, something along those lines, that way it doesn't.
Yeah.
Because we want to continue to receive gifts, but I don't know that I would make a big gift if I thought 20 years or 30 or whatever, it's just ignored. I want it, I just want us to, look over and make sure that in any budget, whether it's Parks or Board of Works, that there is a line item, that there's monies available so that we are more proactive than reactive.
Sure, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree, that's a good idea.
Well, I agree with what she's saying, but the other thing is that the donor needs to help us keep that stuff if they can too, or set up an endowment or some kind of thing to keep it going. And, I mean, that's another aspect of it. If they want us to keep it looking sharp, then they need to help maintain it, or the organization that did the soliciting or something. But, I think that there's another direction to add to that. So.
Sure, absolutely.
I mean, that just needs to be clear, just like the statue that just came into our ownership. I don't know that there's any endowment or money set up. And so,
No.
I mean, I'm just saying, we're accepting gifts, but there needs to be some clear rules to the acceptance or the expectations with the gift.
Sure, absolutely.
Okay.
And this will be, in here it says this was the job to be done before May 1st of 2021.
Right,
So
right.
that's good,
So we need to get him on the schedule as soon as possible. So.
There you go. Exactly.
Okay.
All right. Any further discussion?
No?
Did I have a motion? Or did somebody motion?
If not, I'll make a motion.
Okay, there you go. Motion. I'll make a second. Any further discussion? Call the question. I got caught up in Discussion.
Dick, roll call.
Yes.
Mayor Martin.
Yes.
Lisa Terry.
Yes.
All right, if you want to stay up there, Jan, we've got the downtown urban park proposal for professional design services.
And this is, for I've been looking, where does it say 18,000, but I know that's what it is.
It is. It's on the last page.
Is it the last paragraph? Okay, well, anyway.
Yeah.
These are the guys that already started on this project for us. They did that work at pro bono, and, so we'd like for them to be able to, finish what they're starting. They're gonna put numbers to it and hold some public sessions so that we can get input from the public as well. So, we've done quite a bit on Facebook.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, this project is definitely.
There's been a lot of people commenting,
Oh, yeah.
not understanding as well, but they're, that's where they're at. So, anyway, I would like to encourage you to, accept this contract.
And then Lisa, one of the things that when I talked with the redevelopment commission, they had originally been brought this, and I told them this is more Board of Works and City Council stuff. We should be, helping parks and things like that in this aspect. So that's why I suggested she bring it to the Board of Works so that we can get moving on it. Because my goal is to have this project completed by the time.
But this is actually considered a park project. I'm just asking, under whose,
It's a park. It's a park, but at the same time, it's city-owned property, so you just kind of.
no, I understand. I just don't want surprises down the road, like, okay, now it has to come out of this budget, or now it's going to come out.
The project itself is, something that we've shared with the planning department and the parks. Jacob's been a part of those meetings, Logan's Landing. And was Arts Alliance in that? I don't know. Huh? Yeah, well, and LMU too was helped us get where we're at now too. So, I expect all those, parties to be a part of it ongoing, and again, we're gonna make this a public process so that everybody gets a chance to say something about it,
Yeah.
so.
Absolutely. Okay. Did we motion? I'll make a motion to approve the Rundle Ernstberger Associates.
Rundell.
There you
Well,
go.
them too. I'll second.
Any further discussion? Call for question.
Mayor Martin.
Yes.
Dick Holmesall.
Yes.
Lisa Terry.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jen.
Thank you.
And Dwayne, Safe Hiring Solutions LLC.
Yeah, this is simply a hiring, or a contract to allow us to do some background checks on new hires, especially for like the forest or street department or whoever that might be in contact with a lot of the public down the pool and so on, so that we make sure that we're catching anybody that might have criminal background that we're not making it somebody we want to hire necessarily.
Nice. Yeah.
So, and if you read through the contract, which is really lengthy, but it talks a lot about the credit rating and stuff. We are not going to be doing the credit component of that. We are simply doing the criminal background component of that. And it'll come out of my contractual services, the fee by a little less than $23 a check. So,
That's good.
we'll cover that.
Okay.
So it's coming out of HR, so we'll do more.
Oh, okay. All right. That makes sense.
I'll make a motion that we accept the Safe Hiring Solutions. I guess it's a contract.
Yeah, I'll second.
Any further discussion? Call for question.
Lisa Terry.
Yes.
Dick Holmesall.
Yes.
Mayor Martin.
Yes. All right. Chief Bear. Officer promotions.
Good morning.
So I have a couple things here. Matt, you want to come up here? So my first officer promotion is for Matt Harris. Submitting this letter and requesting promotion of Matt Harris to the rank of Assistant Chief. Matt will be filling the spot left vacant by the retirement of Mike Wallington. Matt's a 13-year veteran with Logansport Fire Department and has held the position of house captain with the department. He holds certifications in emergency responder, fire company officer, and fire instructor. He's been working alongside Mike Wellington for the past year because we know Mike was going to be retiring. So this is no surprise to Matt or the department. I'm requesting that this promotion be made effective February 3rd, 2021.
Okay. I'll make a motion to accept the officer promotion of Matt Harris to Assistant Chief effective February 3rd, 2021.
I'll second.
Any further discussion? Anything you'd like to say, Matt?
Hey, looking forward to it. It's a lot of responsibility, but we got a good team. And, yeah, it's going to be a lot of work. I look forward to it.
We're excited.
Congratulations.
All right. Call for question.
Jake Paulson,
Yes.
Mary Martin,
Yes.
Lisa Terry.
Yes.
Congratulations, Matt.
Yes, congratulations.
Good. And then, what's, so the other two aren't here. One's on vacation, one just worked, so. But, my next promotion would be for Brad Shively to the rank of house captain. Brad will be filling the spot that's been left vacant by Matt's promotion. Brad's been a 19-year veteran with the department. He's been holding the position of training captain for the department for a number of years. Holds certifications in he's an emergency medical technician, fire company officer, fire instructor, rope rescue tech. And I'm requesting that this promotion be made official effective February 3rd, 2021.
I'll make a motion that we accept the promotion.
I'll second.
Any further discussion? Is Brad here?
No, he's not. He's not in Colorado.
Okay. Call for question.
Mary Martin,
Yes.
Jake Paulson,
Yes.
Lisa Terry.
Yes.
Next promotion?
Okay, the next one is, it's a lateral promotion. Brian Dixon's been holding the position of EMS lieutenant. I'm then going to promote him over to just a lieutenant's position. He'll be filling the spot that Brad, is leaving. Brian's a 7-year veteran, rank of EMS lieutenant. He's held the rank of EMS lieutenant. He's a paramedic, a fire officer, is a fire instructor, and he's an EMT primary instructor too. He's going to be adding more to his plate. He's still going to continue the EMS services, but then he's also going to be in the rank of lieutenant with the department. So I'm requesting this promotion be made official and effective February 3rd, 2021 also. And he's not here either.
Okay. I make a motion that we approve his promotion.
I'll second.
Any further discussion? Call for question.
Jake Paulson,
Yes.
Lisa Terry.
Yes.
Mary Martin.
Yes.
All right.
Is Jason Miller here?
Yes, he is. Jason, you want to come up here? So I was approached by Lieutenant Adam Morrow a week ago in regards to the accident we had here at the scene of 3rd and Melbourne, where that gentleman was in the under pipe. I've got a letter here from Adam that I attached, but I was contacted by Lieutenant Adam Morrow in regards to the leadership that Assistant Chief Miller displayed at the scene of the 3rd and Melbourne Avenue call. Lieutenant Morrow had wrote a letter of commendation that I have attached. I arrived on scene at the incident, and much of the patient care had already begun when I responded. All the responders were taking part in the incident, and the scene was rather calm and organized. This all starts with the actions of the incident commander. I would like to thank Lieutenant Morrow for recognizing the efforts of Assistant Chief Jason Miller and the citizens of Logansport. Are very fortunate to have the professional and dedicated public safety personnel available 24/7, 365 days a year. And then I have the letter here that I'll read from Lieutenant Morrow. On Saturday, January 23rd, 2021, at approximately 2:47 p.m., Logansport Fire Department, along with Phoenix Paramedic Solutions and Logansport Police Department, were dispatched to 3rd Street in Melbourne in reference to a male who had struck his head and was actively seizing. Upon arrival, it was determined that a construction worker at the job site was inside a large diameter pipe, approximately 1 city block to the west of the opening. The opening of the pipe was also approximately 100 feet below the ground surface, and there was a severely steep decline through loose limestone to walk to the opening. When 2 of the firefighters and Phoenix staff reached the patient, he was no longer breathing and CPR was initiated. He remained at the ground level and began formulating a plan on how to move the unconscious patient to the surface level. Upon first responders carrying the patient to the pipe opening, you decided to place the male in the Stokes basket and use a construction crane to lift the patient out. You remained calm while controlling the actions of the scene, with even this officer, along with construction workers, listening to your commands. You took every action possible to help save the patient and ensure the safety of everyone on the scene. It is important for you to know that your good work did not go unnoticed. Respectfully, Adamaro, Lieutenant Logansport Police Department. So with that, I've got a certificate here that I'd like to present to Assistant Chief Miller.
All right.
For a letter of accommodation.
Good
Thank you for
job.
your service.
Thank you.
Feel good story. We like those.
Absolutely.
All right, Chief Yike. Well, we changed this, correct?
I actually put this in Monday, thinking it was past the time to put it in, so it would have been made official on the 10th. But as the effective date was the 10th, so I thought I missed the deadline for this week, and it would have been on next week's was what we wanted to do. But Marcus is going to be the next full-time hire. He was on the standby list for the police academy, which shut down. They just recently reopened. He did not get into class 223, which is the next class starting, I think, March 15th. So he will attend the June class. So after talking to him yesterday, kind of explaining to him the point of being sworn in as a reserve and a couple months later being re-sworn back in as a full-time officer, it doesn't make any sense. So this, as far as being a reserve, we're going to take it off, and then we will hire him once he gets everything through perf. He's already been through the physical, been through the psyche eval. It just has to get sent to perf and then can't blessed off on it and to come back. We will hire him probably around May time frame as a full-time officer.
Okay.
So we're just trying to get him a head start depending on the academies, but because they're 2 behind, 1 behind, I guess, but he was on standby for the next one. He didn't get in, so it would be the June academy, so that's why we want to get him some experience, but it doesn't make sense to do it for him and his work schedule at this point. So.
So you will make a motion to remove from the agenda?
I would make a motion just to not accept it.
Just not accept it.
Officer to follow it in, and that way you could have it rehired officially in May.
Okay.
And probably, that'll be around the 1st of May, so the perf comes back and we get the tentative date or the class dates, so.
Okay. I'll make a motion to approve or deny the request to hire.
At this time.
At this, correct. There you go.
I will
It
second
takes a
that.
village.
Okay. All right, call for question.
Lisa, did you second that?
Sure.
Yeah. It's one of those days. They're taking-
No.
Chris Martin?
No.
Lisa Terry?
I guess no.
All right, thanks, Chief.
Yeah, no worries.
Thanks.
All right, street department. Good morning. You got a curb street cut?
Yeah, this is,
Mary Lou's.
yeah, they had a broken sewer line, had to shut down for a day. The job's already been done, it's been completed, they fixed the asphalt and they're out of there. But, I wasn't gonna make them wait for the board work, so they had to shut their business down for a day to get this done, so.
Exactly. Well, looks good.
Everything's
Curb
fine.
cut looks good, okay. I'll make a motion to accept the application for curb street cut.
I'll second.
Any further discussion? Call for question.
Jake Paul,
Yes.
Lisa Terry,
Yes.
Larry Moore.
Yes. Dumpster request, 8th Street near intersection with Market Street.
Yeah, I'm fine with this.
Purchasing a house with a large amount of debris. So really, it's just on the side street. Yeah, it's on 8th Street, right? Okay. I'll make a motion to approve the dumpster request at 8th Street near intersection with Market Street.
Second.
Any further discussion? Call for question.
Larry Moore,
Yes.
Lisa Terry,
Yes.
Jake Paul,
Yes.
And city street closure request for All Saints Catholic Church Mobile Food Bank. Yesterday?
Yep.
It's all good.
No, I didn't get any calls.
I make a motion, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'll make a motion that we accept this street closure request.
Can't really take it.
I'll second.
Call for question.
Lisa Terry,
Yes.
Jake Paul,
Yes.
Larry Moore.
Yes. Thank you, Tony.
Thank you.
Last but not least, the weekly report for code enforcement.
What's up, Johnny?
What is going on?
No chickens today.
No, not gonna go there. I like to cut sheep.
Thanks. That's good, yeah. All right. 12 violations issued, 8 were cleared, 3 cleaned by the city. 1 vehicle was red tagged. That's all we got, right? 4 notices to appear.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be next week then, right?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. It begins. I'll make a motion to approve the weekly report for code enforcement.
I'll second.
Any further discussion? Call for question.
Jake Paul,
Yes.
Lisa Terry,
Yes.
Larry Moore.
Yes. Thank you, Johnny. Board member comments?
Not I.
No? All right, well, I have a proclamation that I did on Monday. This proclamation is to proclaim February 1st, 2021 as Tony M. Savini Day.
Oh.
So, obviously, as many of us know, we lost a good friend. And so on Monday, I made a proclamation for her, so I wanted to read it to everyone here. On this day, we recognize Tony M. Savini for her well-regarded positive influence she has shown to so many people in this community. And Tony was the current director of Cass County Visitors Bureau, as well as being an active member of the Logansport community, being involved in many organizations. And Tony was a key member of the development of the Pop-Up Art and History Trail, as well as the Michigan Road Board, Hometown Collaboration Initiative, Logansport Reimagined Committee, and the Logansport Complete Streets Committee. And Tony was a prolific volunteer with Logan's Landing's Downtown Christmas Open House, which went unnoticed by so many. And she was able to touch so many lives within this community. Now, therefore, I, Chris Martin, Mayor of the City of Logansport, Indiana, do hereby proclaim February 1st, 2021 as Tony M. Savini Day. So,
She will be missed.
she will.
May I give an example of what she just did for us? So when we were fully engaged in the Light Up Logansport parade, you know, we had a great committee, we were moving full force. It was brought to my attention that if we were going to get this grant that they do so that you can advertise outside of the county, that I had 48 hours. We hadn't even made a budget, but we needed the money so we could get people to come to the parade. So I called her. And I'm telling you, it'd been a few years since I'd completed it. It's not a difficult grant. It was just trying to find everything and all the attachments. She stayed on that Friday until 5:30 so that I could get all the information to her. She didn't have to, but she did. And believe it or not, I mean, we did receive the full amount of the grant, even though we were not able to complete the parade in 2020. But that's just the kind of person she was. She would go above and beyond, and she will be missed.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Any visitor comments? Anybody who would like to come to the mic, please state your name and address. Seeing none. Miscellaneous business and any matters not already considered, including ADA Section 504 compliance or concerns. Seeing none, I will make a motion to adjourn at 10:05 a.m.
I'll second.
Call for question.
Mayor Martin?
Yes.
Lisa Terry?
Yes,
Dave Paul?
Yes.
Thank you. Have a great day.
thank you.
Thanks.